Wow. You know what? This is what happens when you forget you don't have a start screen. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Coffee is also welcoming you all in to Master M. I'm gonna be arting today. I'm trying to fix the hat problem because she has a hat that's removable, and I decided not to make it removable anymore. And then I had some miscommunication about the colors. Nomus, what's up? How you doing? Hope you are doing well. It is what day is it today? It's Thursday, right? Oh, it's Thursday, almost the weekend. I'm sorry guys, I missed yesterday's stream. Holy crap. I'm like the king of just missing streams at this point. I'm really sorry about that. I didn't mean to. It's just that like as you can hear Mr. Coffee over here barking. I think you guys can hear Mr. Coffee here barking, but I needed to go get medication. I needed to go with Mooney to go get medication for our boy's allergies, and basically we went out, and I just kind of like forgot because like I can't. Okay. So here's the weird part about Bounty Hunterville, right? Bounty Hunterville being like has a lot more sunlight than Cappy Town, right? And like what happens is because I'm so used to following the cycle of the sunlight, like when it comes up and when it goes down in Cappy Town, I freaking always lose track of what time it is in Bounty Hunterville. So when I see that the sun is out super bright and super like late, or well, I don't even know that it's late. I just assume it's still early. So then I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This is the time that it is. It's okay. And then I just kind of lose track of time because I notice that the sun is not going down as soon as it does in Cappy Town. So I just kind of forget what time it is. And then by the time I realize, oh shoot, I was supposed to be doing something, it's just kind of too late. So yeah, like I'm very bad at keeping track of time, unfortunately, when I'm here in Bounty Hunterville. So, you know, like I've noticed that that's like a constant thing with me, which is like, okay, you know, like it's also part of the reason why I'm like constantly like, I guess like messing up, like, oh shoot, like what am I supposed to be streaming or something like that? Like I'm just having the best time of streaming, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, like we're making up for time. We're making up for lost time. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. But yeah, how is it going for all you guys? Hopefully everything is all well. No matter where you are in this weird world, we are continuing to do the arting here. We gonna finish Neon at some point. I'm pretty sure we're gonna finish Neon at some point, right? This can't possibly take way more time than I'm thinking, or actually maybe it will. I don't know. Sometimes I believe certain things and it's not true. But yeah, like yeah, this one I think I'm just trying to get through a lot of the details on this one, and then the gun is the most is the biggest part of finishing this one for me right now. So like, you know, I think we're gonna get there. If I don't finish this, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this on stream today, but I feel like I'm gonna get a lot done and then basically spend the weekend trying to get this one in order. And then the next stream, I feel like we're gonna be able to start on coloring in the Rappy Red Hood image that I had started a little bit ago and stuff like that, right? That one, I think you guys might enjoy that one quite a bit because it's very summer themed, I should say. It's like summer themed, summer-esque. So, you know, I think you guys will really enjoy that one. for what it is, you know, like, so hopefully, you know, this really is it for this one. But, you know, like, this is kind of the norm with a lot of these artworks, because, you know, like, I can't really devote as much time as I want to do arting all day and stuff like that. So, you know, it's like I do wish I could just kind of draw all the time, but, you know, I really can't, especially these days, right? With how much more stuff I'm doing at my day job and stuff like that. So we kind of have to make do with what we got, right? We got to make do with what we got, and you know, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, let's see. I think there's actually some patterns, some glowing patterns underneath her jacket and stuff like that I have to account for after this. So I'm just kind of like trying to figure out, okay, what do I do to get this to look right? It's like there's so much stuff that you have to account for sometimes with certain artwork and stuff like that, and that did not work at all. Why do I keep trying that? Jeez. But yeah, let's see what's been up. So, it has been decided. It has been decided. What has been decided? Well, I think I mentioned in the last stream that there is an event that me and Mooney are possibly participating in, right? Like, we just had to kind of get some of the details down and you know, sign on the dotted line, do all the usual things when it comes to doing artist alley tabling and things like that. Well, I think I can confirm it now, because that stuff has been handled. We are going to be participating in a artist alley a vendor situation at what I mentioned previously was sort of like a Itashikar cosplay event. So what the heck is that? What the heck does that all those words mean? It's like word salad, right? So Ita cars are like, you know, cars that are customized with graphics and stuff like that in a very quote unquote painful way. They have like anime art and characters on them and stuff like that usually, and they were being shown off at an event, right, that is in a nearby town, right, to Bounty Hunterville. The event is called the Akihabara UDX Volume 2. It's such a weird, like, it's not the actual, like, for those who are car enthusiasts, I believe you guys would know what the Akihabara UDX, the actual one, is, where they show off these car things. I'm not an enthusiast myself, but I believe most people who are would know about that. That's where they got all the customized Ita car things and stuff like that as shown off in Japan and stuff like that. Well, this event is apparently, I don't know if I don't necessarily think they are related to said stuff, but they are they are taking on the name. They are taking on the name, and they will be presenting, they will have an event where they have cars and cosplayers and all that other stuff, and other vendors who do anime style artwork and things like that. So yeah, like, you know, find out more info on Cappy Buds and stuff like that for ticket prices and all that other jazz. We're gonna be there as a artist alley vendor. So always happy to vend at certain events like this. You know, like, you know, no matter how big or small the event, I feel like it's still fun. It's still fun for us. So, you know, if you guys happen to be in the neighborhood, feel free to say hello to us if you happen to see our table there. We don't know what the table setup or situation is just yet, so I can't really say like, okay, we're gonna be at X table or whatever. They're still figuring that out, and we will get the floor plan for the event soon. I believe soon. So that is what is going on right now. With us. Um, kind of excited, kind of excited. Again, pretty awesome to have another event to go to. All of these type of artist alley style events and stuff like that, especially the big ones, they're all very competitive to get into. So like you kind of go to the ones that you can, and you just kind of do it, right? Like if you can get into a big one, awesome. But if you can't get into the bigger ones, then you try your luck at the smaller events and stuff like that. And there's no shame in it, like there really is no shame in it. Just try your luck at the smaller events, see if you can get in, do your best to create your display and stuff like that, and then just like build up your portfolio basically, because again, a lot of the artist alleys that you participate in, it's almost like a job interview every time you fill out the application. So the more that you can show that you're serious about the artist alley and the and doing arting stuff as a profession, the more likely you're gonna be able to get in. Now for me, you guys know that I've been talking about how my day job kind of gets in the way of this, so I'm trying to juggle both things. Like, I know that it's not necessarily like possible, but damn, like like trying to juggle like being an artist of some sort, and then also like with my daily job is really difficult. So I'm trying my best. Eagle, what's up? How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I'm talking about arting and stuff like that, and some events that we got into. So I got into a if you didn't hear before, I got into an artist alley vending table at a small much more close by event to us. It's one where the theme is cosplayers and anime Itasha cars. And they wanted vendors who did a lot of anime themed stuff, and, artwork and homemade goods and things like that to represent. So we were able to get in, and we're gonna probably vend at that. It's gonna be at what is it? The end of next month. That's what I was gonna say. So the event is the end of next month, so we have some time to prepare. But I'm trying to prepare some artwork here. Like some of this stuff. I've been really into Nikkei again lately. The game that will never the game that will never go away for us, Nikkei. Yeah, I've been into it for quite a while, so I did a couple of sketches, and I'm trying to finish them, but I've been taking an eternity to do this, so I'm like, but yeah, I'm trying to draw this one of Neon, the Vision Eye Neon, because she came out, she did come out this year. I won't say that it's recent, but it's recent enough, right? Like, so I'm like, okay, this is recent enough that I can say that this was a recent character, I think. But yeah, like, other than that though, yeah, I'm sorry that I keep missing streams, guys. Like, I seriously am. Like, I know I've been missing them, like, nonstop these last few weeks and stuff like that. But like, it's really hard sometimes to maintain both my day job type of thing, and then also to art. I don't think I art nearly enough, by the way. Like, I feel like I fall behind everybody, like by quite a bit, because I need to be arting more and not less, That's good. I haven't done normal pin up in about a month. My our time has been going to game stuff. Oh, congrats. Oh, thanks. Yeah. And like sometimes that's what it is, right? Like sometimes you know, we do gaming and stuff like that because like ultimately the irony in arting, right? And I will say this like because it is definitely like a big thing for arting and artists in general. But the irony in arting is we all want to do artwork based on the things we like, right? I meant like game dev stuff. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Like how's that been going for you, Eagle? And like I the only game stuff that I ever did was I tried to learn Unity and Unreal Engine like a couple of years ago. I had some success with it, but it's not like I'm like an expert or anything like that. And then yeah, I kind of gave up on it and learned Ren'Py. And I never made a visual novel with my Ren'Py knowledge. Or maybe I should. I don't know. Who knows? Who's to say? Maybe. Huh. Pig, what's up? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. You're just in time to watch me struggle to finish this image of neon because for some reason it's never ending, right? Right, Coffee? What are you doing back here? Huh? Hmm? He's barking at me. He's has some expectations of me, but I don't know what those expectations are. Right? He's yelling at me. Everybody, he's yelling at me. Okay, let's see. It's been fine. I went back to work on my first type of game, a platformer. I feel like I'm getting closer. Oh, platformers are tough. Like from like the only thing that I ever completed when I was messing around with Unity and those programs, like I did try to make a platformer, and I think I got characters to walk on the stages and stuff like that, and then just like jump around and then like jump on top of enemies as the thing to kill them and stuff like that. And that's about as far as I got with it. I never went ahead with like further ahead with it. It was like there was so much stuff to juggle in terms of not just the hitboxes for your character or the damage boxes or whatever, but like just getting your character to actually be able to jump and not get stuck on different tile sets that are made for the background. That was like one of the hardest things for me. The grind, yeah, it is definitely the grind. Like, oh, is he? What are you doing? Coffee is making everybody chase him now. You trying to get him? Captured.
Did you tell them about the AI videos?
Oh my god, not yet. Jeez. Oh my god. Yo, TikTok is wow. Yeah. Oh my god. Like, dude, like that TikTok is just, yeah. like the amount of shit that people post up on TikTok these days is like egregious. I feel like it's egregiously bad. And like, Mooney will be watching certain things, and then she'll be she'll be swiping left and right, and then like half the things now are like AI videos and stuff like that. And it's kind of like watching a fever dream or something like that, because sometimes the stories because she will like listen in on it and be like, what the hell, right? And it's like we decided to listen to this one for a little bit, right? And it was like some kind of story that was like a drama of some sort, where like I guess somebody was getting married, and they found out that their venue, the marriage venue, was like canceled, the venue that they booked 2 weeks ago, but it was canceled because apparently the person that he was going to marry, she was upset at him because he decided to go to Comic-Con. Like, they specifically said Comic-Con on the same day he was gonna get married, and he didn't want to not go to Comic-Con because apparently those tickets were really, the VIP tickets were really hard to get. Like, what? It's a convention. They announced them a year ahead of time. You can buy tickets months in advance.
Because they're favoriting her not adopted sister.
Because they're favoriting her not. I don't know.
So they're the not adopted sister who's an orphan. The protagonist's family takes them in, and they're basically like, "Oh, we love her. Like, you need to be nicer to her because like my best friend passed away, and her daughter is all like she's all that
they have left or something, right? Or something like that. I don't know."
So like her fiance is also the same. He took her to a soccer game where they took a picture with her favorite player and everything.
Yeah.
So he does know soccer.
Yeah.
But he left his fiance at the airport at JFK.
or some shit like that.
So they flew internationally, and like so they went to it, and they also did the engagement shoot together in that country too.
Yeah,
it's same person, same difference.
Same difference, right?
You didn't want to waste the money because you didn't come.
Yeah, AI can shine crap, but it will stay. No joke. Like, seriously, none of it made sense, and it was just kind of like, this is the stuff that they freaking feed into your TikTok.
So they canceled because the protagonist canceled because her fiance was favoriting the not sister, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so she's just like, she's trying to tell him, hey, I'm canceled the wedding because clearly you don't want to marry me. You want to marry my not sister.
Your not sister.
And he's like, don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish. Come on.
And then was like, hey, wait, how come you didn't get anything for her when we came back from your trip overseas? Oh, she doesn't like stuff. Your not sister who went on the trip, she liked all these little trinkets.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your favorite part? Oh yeah. I didn't get you anything?
Oh, yeah. You thought I didn't get you anything? I got you this autograph of Mbappe? I think that's the soccer... Your favorite player, right? And then it was like... It's not. And then he goes something like... What was it? Ronaldo, Mbappe, same thing? And I was just kind of like, you don't tell a sports fan that. That's fucking... Yo... No, but seriously, it's like you said, Eagle. It's like, what the I don't know why that they keep feeding this crap into everybody's feed, but we were just kind of like, okay, what the fuck is this? Like, yeah, it was very ironic in that, and it's just kind of like, this is why I don't TikTok. It's like, I know some of you love your TikTok, but me, I'm like just kind of like, But yeah, like, I just wish these companies would stop with this stuff. But it's sort of like they only go after what they perceive to be like money making for themselves, and the grift is like going really hard right now. So that's why it's like, But yeah, other than our shenanigans with TikTok, we've been doing okay, I'm just like trying to finish this here image of Neon, hoping that it's like Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of other stuff, well, like moving on to a different topic, I should say. Did you guys happen to see the Street Fighter clip that came out recently? Because I know that they had the trailer for Street Fighter the movie, right? Like that new Street Fighter movie that's coming out. In like I don't know when. Jeez. But did you guys happen to see the latest clip that they released from the movie? Like, you know how they show sometimes like little previews from the movie itself and stuff like that? It's crazy how AI can be used in a Jarvis-like way. It could be used to keep notes or further research, help solo indie ideas, but no, it has to be used to save the ego. They have to post to get likes and fake being something they are not. Yeah, seriously, right? Like, fucking, and you know, like, I know that a lot of those researchers that were trying to create the initial things, they were inspired by, like, I don't know if you guys are Star Trek fans or anything like that, but they were very much inspired by Star Trek the Next Generation, you know, like when they had whenever they would talk to the ship, right, like, computer, you know, like, do this, do that, I need this calculation for whatever or whatnot and stuff like that. And they were very much inspired by that sort of thing because they kind of believed, like, you know, having it as like an aid, like the way some people will Google things and things like that, right? Like, you know, like you can imagine a future where, you know, an AI can be a fountain of encyclopedia knowledge where that you pull from by asking it questions and things like that. So that's what they were probably thinking, and it just kind of became like, oh, it's just like kind of freaking out of control, and they just went a little bit too far, you know, in a certain directions, right? Did you know most AI sources, it's information from Reddit? Yeah, that's what I heard. Like apparently Google's, like, you know, if you guys open Google Chrome and you go to Google, if you Google something now, that AI summary is actually sourcing from freaking Reddit of all places. It's why its personality is smarmy. Oh man, of all things, you know, like, people make fun of Wikipedia for being like your main source of truth, right? But my like to have Reddit as your source of truth for stuff is just kind of like, holy hell, what is going on? What has society become when Reddit is the source of truth for things? You know? It's like, geez, like, seriously. But yeah, it's like, I'm also trying to, but yeah, like, what was it? Yeah. So, like, they showed a clip from the Street Fighter movie, of one of the fights that's apparently going to happen. I'm not saying too much because I don't want to accidentally spoil anything for anyone, but at the very least, now, I didn't really like the teaser trailers that they put out for Street Fighter because I'm not into things being a little bit too campy for camp's sake. I do understand why they would want to do it like that because, you know, you can't, some things you can't take that seriously, right? So I can understand it. I can appreciate it. I think I might watch the movie at some point when it hits streaming services or something like that. But I think it at least looks the part. I will very much admit the fact that it at least looks the part. And the only reason that I'm very cautious about the Street Fighter movie is because I lived through that era of Jean-Claude Van Damme Street Fighter. So I was alive for that era. So I'm a little bit very cautious about Street Fighter being a movie, if that kind of makes sense to you guys. Can I laugh and say it's still better than if they use Twitter? You know, at this point, you can claim that. I will allow it, man. Like, Twitter is just a cesspool. So, you know, like, Twitter is like an experiment. You know what have you guys ever seen the very classic old Twilight Zone, right? The really old Black and White Twilight Zone TV series, right? I know this is digging deep at this point for some people, right? But there was an episode called "The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street." It's an amazing episode of Twilight Zone, right? Frickin' Twitter is like that episode of Twilight Zone, like in real life. You don't really have to do a whole lot to cause them to destroy themselves. You just gotta give them a little push, right? Like that's what I think when I see Twitter. It's so crazy. It's so freaking crazy. Twitter has shown me new forms of racism as a black man. Oh man. It's just, like you think certain things just don't really exist anymore, and then you read Twitter and then it's just like, damn. Like, like I don't want to make light of it because, like some of it is like really sad and like ridiculous, but it is what it is at this point. Like that's the unfortunate part. I feel like the worst thing to possibly happen is all of these like social media things got bought up by corporations and that like really don't give two shits about anybody, and they just went crazy with them, and now we have what we have today in which people somehow count as news. It's like in the old days when Facebook used to be used for news. It's like, what are you doing? Why would you use Facebook for your news? Like, what the hell? I thought they existed. It's just how awful. like ego. Like seriously, it's like sometimes some things exist as myth and legend, and it's like if I ever ran into Bigfoot, for example, I've heard so many things about Bigfoot, but then when I run into Bigfoot in real life one day, I'm gonna be like, holy shit, this really exists. And I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Explains everything. This explains everything, damn it. That's what that's how I'm gonna feel in the future when I eventually find Bigfoot. And yes, I will one day be the pioneer that goes up into the areas of the Pacific Northwest of North America, and I will be the one to find Bigfoot. Okay, I will have the video proof that Bigfoot or Sasquatch or whatever the heck you want to call him, I will have the proof of his existence. The truth is not out there. It's just over there in the forests of the Pacific Northwest of the United States. But yeah, like I don't know, man. Like like again, I don't want to be like spend like the whole stream like raging about Twitter and stuff like that. That's the only problem. It's like, oh, I could rage about it all day. The only thing I rage about these days is actually I don't even rage about it anymore. You know why? Because I used to rage about a basketball stuff. But I don't need to rage anymore because the Cappytown Mango Sentinels, we're the world champs. So we don't need to rage about anything anymore. That's it. It's over. I don't need to rage about nothing. Once you win the big one, you're good. You're good. I mean, it's not like the team never won it before, but, at the same time, it's been a minute, okay? It's been a minute. I was raging because I almost missed Swimsuit Marciana, but I got one copy. Oh, nice! Congrats, I was only able to get one copy of Cinderella. I do not have the resources to get Marciana. Like, I don't know which one was the better pull for the situation, because I'm pretty certain that there is a a preferred character between the two, but I'm just gonna go with it. And assume that Cinderella was good enough. Oh, Cinder is the better of the two in terms of character. I mean, ultimately, the better of the two in terms of which character is the one you like. Right? I mean, ultimately, sure, Summer Neon sucks. Sure. I can say that. I can accept that now. I've gone through all the stages of grief over that, I still think she was a worthy pull. I still think she was a worthy pull. You can't change my mind. Oh yeah. Speaking of gacha games, I meant like meta. Yeah. Cinderella is my top 3 Nikkeis, but I don't believe in Pilgrim Banner. Pilgrim Banner is so freaking is destructive to resources. I don't take the advice that everybody says that you should take, which is don't pull on the special banners, pull on the regular banners until you get 200 currency, and then just use that currency to pull on to get the character you want. That's actually what is suggested to do in Nikkei. I never take that advice though. I pull all the time, and that's why I got no resources left. I just pull on these banners and waste all my freaking resources on them, and then regret. I have true regret at that point. But that's okay. You guys will. I'll live vicariously through all of you who have gotten better pulls than myself. I would imagine. I'll just ask you guys. So how was your pull? Did you guys do well? I'm pretty sure you did. Unlike myself, who is suffering with no resources. But yeah, like who is everybody's top 3 Nikkei, right? Like, who is for everybody? I think for me, it's always gonna be Modernia is my number 1. Modernia no, it's just Modernia is number 1. And then number 2 for me would probably be I did join the game for the soda banner, even though soda is not good. I think bunny soda is good though, right? Bunny soda is good, but regular soda is not. I did join the game for her, so I should probably say that she is second best for me, and probably number 3, just for the shits and giggles, is Neon, because I feel like Neon's hilarious. Cinderella, Elig, and Rosanna. Eagle, you have impeccable taste. Did someone say Elig? I love Elig. I think a lot of people. I saw that at Wonderfest, they have Wonderfest was going on like last week or something like that. There were some reports that there's like this awesome new Elig figure or statue or something like that that's coming out. Let me see if I could. Let me see. Elig. Okay, figure. There's like the Boom and Shock figure. Oh, wow, actually, there's quite a few. Holy crap! I did not realize there were a few figures of Elig coming out, but there is the Summer Elig, I think, figure. Stop barring too far. I'm sorry. I know. I won't. But like as much as I collect a lot of stuff, and for those of you who have heard me rant about it for the longest time, I have a huge collection of crap. I've been whittling it down over time, and I've stuck to only collecting Transformers and Godzilla figures as of late. I try not to go very far outside of that, but there are certain things that I make exceptions for. Like sometimes when I see the every now and then there's a Ryza figure, because Ryza has to be one of those that I make an exception for. From time to time I also do Hololive stuff from time to time, right? Oh, thanks for the reminder to hydrate, Elmis. Really appreciate. I don't have my freaking notifications on still. I started the stream up and then I stared at my screen and I was doing other stuff and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I should probably like, you know, like what is it? Say something, because I didn't have a start screen. I didn't have a start screen at all. This is just so sad. I don't have a chatting screen. I don't have well, I never had an ending screen, so I can't even say, you know, that. Actually, what's funny is I just completely forgot to post my my stream ping announcement. So yeah, I need to get like a plugin that does that automatically in for my Discord. I played the game when LA came out, then I stopped playing when I got LA. You know, Pig. I noticed that I have. Yeah, I know the notification 40 minutes late, right? No, I have a similar approach towards playing other gacha games. Like I was playing Genshin Impact for a very long time. I was playing as soon as the game came out, I was playing already. And then I was okay, so I always knew about Ayaka because Ayaka was one of the characters that was leaked very early on. So she was a character that a lot of people were waiting for like an eternity at that point in the game, right? So when I was playing Genshin Impact, I think what was it, like 3 years before Ayaka actually hit the game. So I got a Kokomi before her, and then I got Ayaka. I just, you know, Kami-sama or something. Yes, exactly. So yeah, like as soon as I got Ayaka, I was done with that fucking game. I dropped it. Do you play Zenless Zone Zero? You know what, No Miss? I think some of the scrolling artwork on the side here should tell you that I play Zenless Zone Zero. There's Jane Doe right there. With Uma Musume, I stopped shortly after I watched all the anime that was out at the time when I got Takion into 4 stars. Yeah, Uma Musume, I didn't have like I didn't stick with it too long for the English version because I had already played the JP version, and in that one I couldn't understand really how to play the game, so I did lose interest pretty quickly because I didn't realize what I was doing. I could have looked at some translation guides, but I was too lazy to do it, right? I got Karin-chan, right? Like I got her, and then that was it for me. 1 year for her. She came in Inazuma. Was it only just 1 year for Ayaka? I remember playing that game for so long, and then like yeah, Inazuma came out, and I got Kokomi, and then I got her, and then I tried to continue playing the game, but I lost all like motivation. I guess like I felt like I made it to my goal, and then I was just kind of done. But there's more anime to watch, and I'm making my friend watch more. Oh, I need to catch up on the anime, but me and Mooney, like, we don't watch a whole lot of anime these days because it's hard to like here's the thing. I know that there. Okay, I don't want to start a war here. I understand. I have been a very much a sub overdub person for the very longest time, but I can understand why dubs are necessary because I found it very hard to concentrate on doing work or arting and then watching anime at the same time because I have to look up and read the screen, and because of that it makes it very hard for me to watch anime and stuff like that. And yeah, like in recent years dubs have gotten way better, right? So unless something is like simul dubbed, I guess, like we find it really hard to be able to watch anime because we're both so busy with other stuff that we can't focus on it. And there's a lot of anime that I missed in the last few years that I'm just kind of like, damn, man, I don't know what's going on anymore in the anime scene. I'm such a fake anime fan these days. There's more anime to watch. Yeah. Issue about gacha is the loop usually isn't actually that fun. Yo, Eagle, you hit the nail on the head with the gameplay loop on a lot of gacha games. I swear. Like the fact that I don't know if you guys were there in the early days of gacha games before the modern era where they feel a whole lot more like console games these days, but man, in those early times, like what was it, Grand Blue Fantasy, the fucking RPG that plays itself. And the entire thing is making fucking weapon grids, grinding the fuck out of these weapon grids and making them the best that you can. It's like you can't even just depend on getting your damn character. You have to spend your entire second job's worth of time grinding these damn weapon grids. Some dubs are good, yes, Novus, yeah. Like I feel like Mooney has a much more higher level of appreciation for the voice work in these than I do. Primarily because Mooney likes doing voice work herself and stuff like that. I feel like she definitely has much more of an appreciation than I ever did. And stuff like that, and like I'm glad that she like kind of like introduced me to certain ones and stuff like that because I would have never known them. There are certain things that I like. I do take the same approach where I kind of like listening to things in their original language, like quote unquote whatever that original language was meant to be, over just picking a certain language track because I favor it and stuff like that. But for Nikkei, amazingly enough, I do play in Japanese, but only because a lot of my favorite Japanese voice actresses do voice some of the characters. So I'm part of the problem. I am part of the problem when it comes to Nikkei. But yeah, like I played a gacha called Valkyrie Crusades. Why does that sound familiar? I feel like I almost maybe saw like an ad for that at some point or at somewhere. It feels like I would have seen like an ad for it, like some random Twitter ad or something like that. Like how Twitter always has those ads for different gacha games and stuff like that. Like I almost feel like that's one of them. What other old gacha games have you guys played? Oh, you guys are back. What's that? Did I?
Did Bard order something, chat?
Oh, I'll check it out in a bit. You can if you want to. It has your name on it, yeah. Space Bounty Hunter from the Stars. Yeah, but yeah, like, I don't know, like, what other old gacha games did I used to play? I played the hell out of Love Live. I'm not a music game. Huh?
Is that really a gacha game?
I mean, Yeah, it was definitely a gacha game. I'm not a music or rhythm game player. I cannot coordinate myself to play stuff like Dance Dance Revolution or anything like that. But Love Live, holy hell. I was so into playing Love Live. I had the Japanese and the English version installed on my phone, and then at work, because the Japanese timing for certain events would happen while I'm at work, like they would be ending. I would be trying to grind Love Live. I would hide in the office and grind Love Live at certain points in the day.
Hey, Bar. It is a package for you.
Oh, is it?
What is it? Or if you can't guess the correct package, what it is, you can't have it and we can return it.
It's really big.
It's Transformers.
Oh, okay. That's what I just said. I've narrowed down my collecting to only Transformers and Godzilla, and there is now a Transformers package here.
You have to guess it correctly, or else we have to return this.
No, why do I have to return it?
Because you don't care about it.
Wow. Can I look at my emails?
No, you can't.
Oh.
That's what it is.
I mean, it looks really big, but that's deceptive because sometimes they put something very small in a giant box.
I'll just say covered half the box.
Oh shit, really?
It's large.
Oh, you know what? It's got to be the combiner frame guy. What was his name?
It does say,
Chat, help me. I don't remember the name of the guy that combines with everybody else to make Bruticus. Onslaught? Was his name Onslaught? Oh yeah.
You can keep it.
I can keep it now. I can only. This is what Mooney does. She goes into my packages and
they're addressed to me. Excuse me.
They're addressed to her, but she goes into my packages and she makes me guess what they are, and if I guess wrong, she says we have to return it. Do you guys have to guess what your packages are?
You shouldn't have to guess. You should know.
I know. I shouldn't have to guess. I should know. That's okay. That's okay. Chat will forgive me. Nomis does not have to guess what his packages are. But you know what, Nomis? It's okay. Let's see.
Is on your side, apparently.
Yeah.
Because they told you who you had.
Yeah. No, but yeah, in all seriousness, let's see. Where the heck is this color? So all because of this stupid hat. If I never had this hat, I would not have to make 5 or 6 more layers of just shadow layers and quadrupling the size of my file. So this is what happens when your art planning goes bad. If you don't plan your artworks properly, then you get 5 million layers, and your file sizes are infinitely large. You can't get away from the horror of having an infinitely large file size, unfortunately.
You know the files are large. Magic.
Wow. Infinite layers, also hi Mooney.
Right.
But yeah, I'm hoping that this one, I'm pretty close to finishing this one. I feel like I'm pretty close to finishing this one. So I'm definitely gonna aim to start the next one
Yeah, soon.
on the next stream.
Looks really good.
Yeah, so
It kinda,
far.
it kind of reminds me of Burnus a little bit.
The image of Burnus, right?
But they're very similar.
They're very similar
Both very
in
explodey people.
explodey, right? Yeah. Well, Burnus is like a pyromaniac, or
But you also learned that the gun, you need to do like the lights for the gun, I think, right?
yeah. I actually have to change a lot of the colors of the gun, but they're not as difficult.
Shockingly.
Yeah, shockingly enough, as
And
it is
you
with
also
this.
don't have to draw the D20 next to her.
I don't.
Because did you remind chat why you don't need to draw the D20?
Yeah, there's actually like a floating like it looks like a D20 dice, right? If or for for those of you who play like tabletop RPGs, right? But I forgot to actually add it there.
As it turns out.
But as it turns out, that was a good idea because it turns into her weapon, right?
No, it turns into her cape.
Oh, it turns into her cape. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if her capelet is on, the D20's not there.
Yeah.
But if the D20's there, that means her capelet should be...
Well, it should be off, yeah.
Yeah. That's what we discovered.
That's what we discovered. It's such a weird thing. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things. I even think that I kind of drew her holding onto her rocket launcher, but really she doesn't hold on to it. It just kind of floats on its own. Yeah. So I didn't really need to do that, but you know what? I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna change it. She's been feeling lazy. She's holding on to it. It's flying her somewhere.
So how did people feel about like the different sports team being like Ronaldo?
Oh, I know my friends went insane with that. You can't tell a sports fan that these two are the same. That's like saying LeBron and freaking Wembanyama are the same thing.
Right.
No, Mooney, they are not. Please don't do this. No.
But they're both tall.
No, there's a level of tall that one is and the other isn't.
Is one French?
Yes.
And the other one, what, is American?
Yes.
Same difference.
Same difference, yeah. Same difference.
One probably talks with an accent. The other one talks with a different accent.
Wow.
One's a father. One we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't care to know. One put their kid into the NBA. The other one is yet to.
Yeah. And so the war begins. No. Burnus is unhinged. I haven't played ZZZ since though. Like with ZZZ, I think I did want to get a specific character, but I didn't stick with the game long enough to get that particular character. So that's a game that I did break my habit of getting the character and then just kind of giving up on. So that is one. There is one gacha game where I've done that before, and that is ZZZ. Gacha rates always beat me over the head. No, seriously. They are made the way that they are because, like, I think it's no secret. Every gacha game is there to like remove you from your wallet, right? Like it's seriously like every gacha game is made to be like that, right? Like, so it's kind of like it's kind of a thing. You kind of know it. It's way more crazier than the MMO days when people used to complain about subscriptions for MMOs, right? Like, like people like probably thought that was as bad as it gets, but now we got this to contend with, right? I never won a single 50-50. The 50-50 is a lie. It really is. I feel like sometimes that it's a lie. I've won it a couple of times, so I can't say that I've never won one. But yeah, I feel like the 50-50 is like it's harsh. Ramiel is now here. She's gorgeous. Oh, is that for ZZZ? But yeah, like I did have my phase of drawing certain characters. Like you guys can see, I drew Jane Doe, I drew Ellen Joe, and also Burnus, right? like that's around the time that I was playing a lot, but then I kind of stopped because I just felt like the reason that I stopped too was because it's not that I wasn't having fun with it. It's just that I realized like I wasn't gonna spend on the game, you know, like I felt like it was something that I should like be very aware of not doing. So it's like, well, if I'm not gonna spend any money on the game or anything like that, then I don't want to feel like I missed out too much on certain things. So I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna peace out. You can't get FOMO if you don't even know it's there. Okay? That's how I'm approaching it. That could be wrong. We shall see. Yeah, pink-haired angels on ZZZ. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like I do like Hoyo versus design sense for characters a lot of times, but I also feel like some of the Hoyoverse characters are kind of starting to repeat similar things over and over. I mean, not that that's a bad thing though. I'm never gonna say that that's like necessarily a bad thing, but I do in general enjoy like the characters that they come up with for the most part and stuff like that. For me, Hoyo games are just so stingy. They give like 5 gens for 100 minutes of my time. Yeah, seriously, right? What was the other another game that I was like very into at the time? On another game that I was very into for a long time was Jagalia Lost. I don't know if you guys remember that game. I was very into that game, but admittedly, like that game didn't stand a chance of surviving. Like Nintendo was very they didn't support it like the way that a lot of people that liked Dragalia felt like they should have and stuff like that, and then it just kind of fell apart. And you know, the end came. When the end came, it was kind of sad for that game, I feel like. But at least like when it came, they did give people a chance to finish the story. I unfortunately did not get to finish the story, but I did end up seeing it on YouTube later on. I was like, oh, cool. Okay, somebody at least put up a video of what happens in the story at the end. Of course, though, I would have probably raged had I seen the story at the end, because, you know, granted, she was one of my favorite characters in the game, but at the same time, it's like, no, I don't like the trope of we were never actually family. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I think one of the things too with Dragalia Lost was, speaking of why I'm mentioning it, is because like Eagle, you mentioned like how a Hoyo game was super stingy, right? Like they only give you a little bit of currency for your game time. Dragalia Lost, I felt like gave too much currency. Like I know that it's stupid to kind of complain about that, right? But at the same time, like, these games need to make some kind of money in order to continue existing, and I don't think Dragalia Lost could actually make any money. Like, I feel like they almost self-sabotage themselves in that regard, you know? And yeah, again, it's silly to complain about that. I'm not really complaining about it, considering the game has been gone for like now for however long, but it is like one of those things where it's like, you know, in hindsight, maybe that wasn't such a great idea for them. Just, you know, with the benefit of hindsight, you know? Oh yeah, and did you guys end up by the way, did you guys end up getting to play the open beta test for Marvel Tokon this weekend? Speaking of gaming stuff and going away from gacha games for a moment, because I did get to play it. I could not play the Steam version though. I had to download it on the PlayStation and play that one instead of playing it on Steam. I could not for the life of me get the fucking Hori Real Arcade Pro, the HRAP, to read on the PC version. And also because I don't have my PC here, I'm actually using a lower end laptop. Like, it did not have the performance that like could have ran the game. The game was like stuttering like crazy and stuff like that. It was just insanely bad for me. A bit of it, yes. Doom was my favorite. Oh, nice. You got to play as Doom? Cool. You know, I was like curious about some of the characters, right? When I played it. They said the PC version was ass, so didn't try it. Yeah. I had to play it on PlayStation, the PlayStation one. I eventually it was the first time in an eternity that I turned on my PlayStation 5 and it needed to update all night. So I didn't get to really play the game until the last day, basically. And I used magic a little bit. That's it. I used magic a little bit, and that was it for me. I didn't really try any of the other characters because I'm like, at this point, there's so little time to actually play this game. I might as well, like, if I really want to play it, I guess I'd just play it on release or something, you know? Like, yeah, that was I can't believe that in 2026 that Arc System Works is still having issues with the PC version of a game of a fighting game. I just can't believe this. I forgave them for Guilty Gear. I was like, okay, Grand Blue Fantasy versus, it had its like, it didn't have the rollback netcode and stuff like that, but I'm like, okay, still, you know, their infancy as a developer trying to wrangle the multiple platforms at the same time, we can give them a pass, right? And then they made fucking, you know, Dungeon Fighter and Dragon Ball Fighters and like, there's been too many games since that I'm just kind of like, okay, by now you guys should probably have this down, right? And the fact that open beta for PC might as well have been like nothing. They might as well have not even ran it. Jeez, like, it's just so like, what is going on? Like, you know. But, you know, like, I guess, you know, I'm not going to complain too much because it's like, you know, it is what it is. It'll probably be fine on release. But, you know, like, yeah, I was surprised to see that I was able to string together some combos in training mode rather simply. I thought I was going to have a lot of trouble with it, because I'm not usually a tag fighter player. I don't like tag fighter games all that much, but I think that the fact that you don't necessarily have to tag out in this game and you can use your assists as just assists, I feel like I might actually give this one a shot because of that, so I can learn the character that I want to play and not necessarily have to team them up with certain characters. Well, you do. You kind of do, because you got to use their assists for optimal, optimal combo. I don't know, stuff, right? Is a 4v4 or a 1v1? Depends on what you want. Yeah. I kind of like the ability to kind of choose that in some way, shape, or form, right? Like, it's definitely going to be wild to see how that balances itself out in the long run. But it is nice that you can make that choice. I do appreciate that. So I feel like, and it does help that I do like myself some Marvel stuff. I still watch the freaking MCU movies. I know they're not quality is questionable, right? But I still like it. I grew up with Marvel as my main comics thing. My brother was a DC guy. So I got to read those too because he very much enjoys Superman, Batman, that sort of thing much more. So like the fact that he liked that stuff gave me some access to that. But I've always been much more with Marvel stuff. I even what's funny? It's like. And I think I may have it somewhere in my garage collecting dust or something like that. But I actually am one of the few people that like I actually read Iron Man comics and I had an Iron Man figure from the cartoon in the 90s, the weird intro song and the CG, the really bad CG intro and stuff like that. I actually had like an Iron Man figure from that series, and I very much did like Iron Man before Iron Man became a thing. So that was really cool to me when they made a live action movie and it was actually pretty good, just saying, DC is fumbling so much in games, it's not even fun, which is surprising because I hear that DC Comics story wise they're doing pretty good, like in terms of their comics, right? Like I know that they recently did that whole DCKO event and stuff like that, and a lot of people apparently really like that one. So like I feel like storyline wise they might actually have been doing pretty good. But yeah, games wise, I feel like every time I hear about something DC related in terms of other media, like, okay, I can't say that they're not doing good with their movies. I did like the new Superman. I mean, there's that, right? Batman was the recent Batman was okay. I didn't think that it was like amazing, but I didn't think it was necessarily bad. Right? Comics are good and films are getting better. Yeah. So I can't really say that they're doing bad, but then like I've been hearing that Supergirl wasn't good. And I'm like, oh, I was actually kind of like, okay, I did watch quite a few episodes of the what was it, the CW, the Arrowverse Supergirl show with Melissa Benoist, right? I did watch quite a few episodes of that, so I was actually really curious about the movie version, the new movie version. So, and hearing that was actually based on one of the stories that they had from the comics, I was like, oh, you know what, this might actually be cool. And then I saw like they had a trailer with Jason Momoa as Lobo in it, and I was like, oh shoot, that's actually pretty good. So I was actually kind of like, oh, this could possibly be good, but I'm not hearing too good things on it. So I guess I'm just gonna have to see for myself on like what it would be on HBO Max or something, right? Like that's where all the DC movies go on when they get released to the streaming. So we'll see. I mean, like I'm not against watching that. Like I was hopeful. I was hopeful. Sometimes sometimes I will watch like certain movies regardless of the perceived quality of them, because I just kind of want to know for myself. Now, having said that, I've never watched any of the weird Spider-Man villain verse movies. I've never seen Morbius. I've never seen what was that other one? Craven the Hunter or Madam Web. Madam Web is not well. Madam Web is not an antagonist in the Spider Verse, I guess. But apparently they thought that Madam Web could be a freaking Madam Web. What made them think that Madam Web could carry a movie? I okay. So here's the thing, right? Sony doing garbage. Yeah, it's like here's the thing, right? I get it. For newer fans, maybe you've never heard of Madam Web, so your exposure to Madam Web might be you're willing to accept that, okay, Madam Web might be a cool character, right? But for a lot of us who grew up at a certain time frame, Madam Web was the old lady that sat in a chair with a spider web around the chair. And she really didn't do a whole lot of anything. It was basically like trying to make an Aunt May movie. And that's our view of Madam Web from especially if you grew up around the Spider-Man cartoon. Remember that one? And Madam Web was in a lot of those later episodes and stuff like that. And to us, she was like a fortune-telling, soothsayer mystic lady. And she was not a superhero. Even when I heard that they were doing a Madam Web movie, I'm like, really? It's just like, really? So it's like I'm not against the fact that they would be trying to find like if anything, I could see them doing like a Black Cat movie or something like that, because even DC has done a couple of Catwoman movies at this point, right? But I'm just kind of like, if you're gonna look for a female superhero to do a movie on, I mean, friggin' hell, they could have done even like. If Mary Jane could have been a Jackpot movie, or maybe they could have done a Silver Sable movie, or maybe they could have even done a Spider-Gwen movie. I mean, like at the time, everybody was like really super into Spider-Gwen, right? But like of all the characters they chose was Madam Web. They are gonna make a movie with no Batman and just Commissioner Gordon and just call the movie Gordon or Cop. Really? Huh. I mean, that could be interesting if it's like a police procedural type of thing. Like maybe they are... Okay, this feels a lot like For the Longest Time. Remember Spawn, guys? Like, I'm making fun of... Oh. No. Because okay, remember Spawn, guys? Remember that guy? Remember Todd McFarlane's Spawn? For the longest time, he was trying to make a police procedural movie with Sam and Twitch. I think they were named Sam and Twitch, the two cops that were in the comics, and they were trying to do it like a Batman movie where they didn't know that if Spawn exists or not. They just know that crimes are happening, and it just happens to be happening with this supernatural thing happening in the background and stuff like that, right? So that's what I was thinking of. I totally thought you were serious that they were trying to make a Commissioner Gordon movie. Oh man. And then like a lot of people's latest version of Commissioner Gordon is the one from the freaking Harley Quinn cartoon, the really silly one that seems to really like himself some Batman. like I don't know man. It's like I don't know if that's gonna work for a lot of people. Too much effort, Bard. Think about the money. Think. See, now you got me doing the Invincible meme. Just like Mooney really likes the Invincible meme with Omni-Man when he's talking to Mark on the mountain. Oh, you know what? Like now that I'm thinking of Invincible, we will just make him John Wick. I guess so. You're just gonna have to make him John Wick, huh? But yeah, like I also heard recently that I believe that there since like what was it? Invincible has been doing pretty good, that they might have greenlit a, I don't know if this is true though, but they might have greenlit an Energon Universe Transformers cartoon. I don't know if you guys know anything about the Energon universe, but that's the latest comic series for the Transformers and stuff like that. That Darren Warren Johnson. Did I get his name right? I always get his name wrong. Darren Warren Johnson. He started it, but Robert Kirkman was like, owns the company that publishes the comics, and now Robert Kirkman is writing the Transformers issues, where to mixed results for some people. But yeah, like apparently they're gonna do like an animated version of that, and that's kind of exciting for some people who like Transformers, because it's a very modern and adult take on Generation 1 of Transformers. So it's gonna use a very classic designs for each of the characters and stuff like that, but also like it maintains that Generation 1 aesthetic, but it's very gritty and very like very, if you've seen Invincible, you kind of know what to expect in terms of violence. So hoping that goes well. I'm really hoping that goes well. Though I hope that they stick to the story from the initial run of the comics before Darren Warren Johnson left, because I feel like the latest issues have not been that great. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, something to look forward to. Maybe they'll expand it to all the other properties at some point, since the Energon universe is technically linked to all the other stuff like G.I. Joe and what was that other thing? I forgot what the other thing was called. That kind of links all of those comics together and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm being cautious about it, because there's some things I like about it, and then some things that I'm just kind of like about, because like okay, like I like the fact that the series does show like the actual repercussions of freaking giant robots having a freaking intergalactic war with each other. I feel like none of the Transformers stuff, including the Michael Bay movies, really like show like how messed up that situation actually is and stuff like that. And I feel like these comics really did a good job in the beginning, at the very least. Now it's just kind of like almost parody in a lot of ways, but in the beginning I really liked how they kind of explored those themes and without going way too overboard with them. So I'm looking forward to this series because of that. But again, there are certain things that I am like I do take issue with on it, because some of it is also kind of like the Decepticons are supposed to be the bad guys. They're supposed to be evil, but do they really have to be sometimes like comically evil with like like, oh, the humans, they pop, see? Like, like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's just one of those things that it's like, well, I mean, they might be evil, but Jesus. Like, really? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, sometimes something, you want nuance, you know? And at the same time, like, again, they do a pretty good job with certain things, but then some other things, like I question the portrayal of Alita 1 in that series, because not that I ever had the best like, I was never really that attached to the character, because for me, when I grew up, Alita 1 was literally in 2 episodes, and you really don't ever really see her again and stuff, right? But in this series, I felt like they made her out to be a little bit crazier than I thought. But apparently they've been fighting a war for 4 million years, so yeah, whatever. So like there's some things that I think they could have done without. Is what I'm saying. So but overall, I still like the way that the comic series was done, and I would suggest to anybody that still likes Transformers, if they really like the old school Generation 1 stuff, that this is a good series to read. Now, if you're also a fan of wrestling, specifically NJPW or AEW wrestling, you might see some things in those initial issues that are like, really? But sometimes the artist's gonna art. Look, the artist's gonna art. They're gonna draw the things that they like. They're gonna draw the things that they like. And sure, in a real fight, will the Rainmaker actually be a move that actually you would actually do in real life? Maybe you would if you were a giant robot. Maybe you would. But yeah, it's like fun stuff. I don't know, like I'm hoping for the best with the animated version. That's all. That's all I'll say about it. I'm hoping for the best, but we'll see what happens. Because sometimes you think that the animated version of something like you look forward to it, and doesn't come out quite like the way that you want it. That's happened with a lot of anime adaptations from manga and light novels. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, anyways, I'm sorry that I came late today, and I do have to cut this a little bit short today because of that. I usually only stream for this little bit of a amount of time, and I do have to keep to my schedule on that. But we did make some progress on this. I mean, I think overall she's almost done. It's just the gun and completing the explosion in the background, right? And then like adding in any more lighting effects that might be necessary for this, because I focused on doing a lot of the lighting around where her head is and stuff like that, and adding some to the bottom here, because she is pretty much surrounded by this explosion. You can kind of see a little bit of it in the reflection from her glasses. So like I did have like a specific focus of where I wanted certain lighting to happen, but we'll see what happens once I finish the gun and the background, and I could add more to this. But yeah, this is coming along the way that I was hoping for it. I'm gonna have to add a lot of the texture stuff during the weekend, but when I'm done with it, I'll show you guys as usual, and I'll post it in the Discord. And then like on Monday, I should be moving on to the Summer Rappy image that I did. Now there was an Honest image that I drew, the pop star Honest that I drew before this, right? I forgot some of the details on that, so maybe that's something I can also work on and finish the line art for, because Mooney was actually helping me to put in the flat colors there, but she couldn't because I actually forgot to draw certain things in there. So I'm gonna have to add those things in. Oh, it's not that I forgot to draw certain things. It's also that I got certain details wrong, and we had to look at a different reference for her to get it right and stuff like that. So I'm gonna probably have to do that with the time that I have this weekend. Hopefully I get all that stuff done, because again, we're gonna be tabling at the end of next month, at an Itakar event that is somewhat nearby, that we found out about with one of Mooney's relatives. So we found out about it, and since it's close enough to Bounty Hunterville that we can make the journey, we will make the journey. So yeah, Akihabara UDX Volume 2 is what the event is called. Don't know why it's such a crazy name. There's gonna be cosplayers there. There's gonna be Itasha cars, the customized anime cars there, and there's gonna be other vendors selling anime goods, I think, and some artists there supposedly. We'll see what happens. I haven't gotten the floor plan yet, but I'll let you guys know when we get that. And yeah, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and hit save here, and we're gonna go ahead and look at what's going on elsewhere. Let's see. Let's see who is on and what are they doing, are the two questions that I have. I see arts. I see some arts. I see some more arts. I see some gaming. More gaming. Who should we go ahead and visit? You know what? Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and visit because they are playing Outer Worlds 2. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and visit another rodent of extraordinary size. So in a few seconds, I will be back next Tuesday. Hopefully with this done, and with a different artwork that we will be working on. And then after we get through our Nikkei series, if I'm able to fit in before the end of towards the end of next month, I will be working on a fan art of Ingrid from Street Fighter 6 that I finished doing the sketch for, and I really like where that one was going, so I'm hoping to get to that one pretty soon. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy your weekends, and I'll see you guys next week. All right, laters. Here we go. Rodents of extraordinary size, unite!